Hello learners, NIOS welcomes you to Painting Subject video series. This is lesson number 19, a brief history of folk and tribal art in India. Part 1. This lesson is going to be broken down into various parts. First, we will understand the background of folk and tribal art. After that, there will be new words from the lesson. Then we start with the descriptions of the various folk and tribal arts. First would be the Varli painting, then the Pithora painting, next would be the Madhubani painting, after that is the Kalighat Patachitra or the Kalighat painting, and finally is going to be the Kalamkari art. After that, we are going to summarize the lesson and lastly the questions and answers. Folk and tribal art in India. We all know India is famous for cultural diversity. Every region, may be it a village, rural area, semi-rural area, have had generations of people who have been the natives, and each of them have their own unique culture and traditions. Tribal art or folk art is particular to the respective region, and all these particular activities are specific activities of the geographical region or the community, be it harvest or some other kind of celebration, etc. These artworks are carried out specifically during particular rituals. For example, if there is a good harvest or a good crop, or family is going to have a baby soon, and these are traditionally done, for public or personal good. And the best part about these drawings and paintings is that it uses natural colors, pigments which are derived from nature, and are done both on walls or the ground. How do they make a brush? They take a unique idea of using a twig and a rag which they tie at the end of the twig, which becomes a brush. What are the various colors which they use? They have yellow earth, then ochre or chalk, then lamp soot, they also use rice powder, turmeric powder, sindoor, which is customary used in Hindu traditions like marriages, then indigo, as well as cow dung and vegetable colors. These are the various kind of colors and natural items they use. These artworks are made around the year in different kinds of seasons depending on the occasion, and every occasion has a different kind of design or different kind of motif which is mostly related to the occasion. One other unique thing about these kind of artwork is that these are usually executed by women. What happens is, traditionally, young girls learn this kind of artwork under the guidance of older women and then pass the skill and craft on to the next generation of girls. New words from the lesson. Cultural diversity. India is home to various cultures. Every region, every state has its own unique culture. The tribal and the native people of the land have their own culture. Rural areas, semi-rural areas, and the peoples who have been living in that area have their own unique culture. You would not find similarity. Twig. The twig is used by tying a piece of cloth at the end and used as a brush. Cow dung, which is also used as color, giving green color. Turmeric powder, used for cooking at home. And also used to make artwork. Sindoor, what we use in marriages, is also used in artwork. Harvest. A mare is a mature or an adult female horse. Toddy is wine which is made out of palm, date palm wine, also known as toddy. It has its own specific process where it goes through a number of processes and then it is stored and fermented and then it is used as an alcohol, comes from the vine, from the palm tree. Fabric. Reed. It is a natural object, it is a kind of a grass which is used as an equipment for painting. It becomes a reed pen where you fill it with a cloth with color. Ritual basically are certain traditions or customs. For example, during marriage, they have a lot of traditions. They feed ghee and other things to the fire. During birth of a baby, also there is a custom of mundan where you shave off the hair of the baby. Also, during death, in Hindu deaths, you are supposed to offer flowers or pray, and there is a pitcher of water, and then after burning, the ashes are cremated and put into the water. So, these are rituals, certain customs which are supposed to be done. Palghat Devi is a rural deity. So, you have the common gods like Shiva, Vishnu, Krishna, Ram, and all these gods in Hindu mythology, but rural areas and regions have their own deities which are their own traditions, their own belief. Lithograph is a technique of making prints on stone. The art of drawing on stone, there are various ways where you etch or you use crayons or different kind of colors, maybe charcoal on stone, and to depict light, shadow, the intensity, etc. Various kind of processes are used, and after that, when the print is ready, you use a paper on the stone and then you press it, which then puts the print on the paper. This is lithograph. Patua is the painter of Kalighat. In West Bengal, Kolkata, these traditional artists have been making paintings of Hindu gods and goddesses, and these are the traditional artists of that area. Archive or archives is basically a place where you store old documents. Apex is the highest point. In this case, the highest point of the triangle is the apex. Crayfish Notch Girl, they were performers in a court where people used to come and pay and they would dance and entertain people. Hemp paper, paper which is made out of hemp. Indigo is kind of a natural element which is used to make dye, where we also use it to make the liquid which we use to whiten clothes. Bullock is the male cow. Bride and groom. Bride is the female who is about to be married, and groom is the male. The newlywed male and females are known as bride and groom. Again, Middle East, it is a combination of about 16 to 7 countries located close together, and these involve Iran, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Israel, Jordan, etc. And together these countries are known as the Middle East. sorghum or jawar, the palash flower, people tree. Hindus venerate this tree. The banyan tree, a massive tree which has roots from its branches. I hope you enjoyed watching part 1 of the lesson. If you have any queries, please email us at signlanguage@nios.ac.in. For more information, you may visit our website www.nios.ac.in. Thank you.